We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44.
Well, as I say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Crazy. Five.
Play action. May. And that is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get out of roll or chip away their timing.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go play action now. May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Got his man. It's Williams.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he's going to go down. He was sacked. They push him back to the 34. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
180! Pistol. Stop!
Baker going to give it to Irving. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Crazy. Here.
The tight end Henry here in motion.
Five.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills, which you did in college.
Kyle Williams, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. This defense for the Patriots, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Hey, Garfield.
May going to give it to Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, here goes crazy. Crazy. Hey, 5.
They run once more with Henderson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23.
What's that?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
I I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's caught. Emeka Buka. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Buka. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point.
And it's 17-7.
Next to score, Patriots 17. Buccaneers 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick
Following the
off.
touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May.
Man open left side. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Peyton.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Second and 5. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Complete to Chris Godwin. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and a yard.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Peyton going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Buccaneers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change. So I'd imagine. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Buccaneers have it. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble lost. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Crazy.
So the false start will back them up 5. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15. They'll keep it on the ground again here. he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves, go.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Throwing to start the drive. Peyton. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the gun on third down, Peyton. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down.
Ready? 60 by 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Peyton. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Ready up. Ready.
Looking to throw. Peyton. This one taken in by Otten. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll start on the ground with Henderson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing here is May. Open man, that's Henry.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's another Patriots first down.
To throw, it's May. They'll check this down to Henderson out of the backfield. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Pushes past him. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Peyton. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw again. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Egbuka with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays. And
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick. Try. Off the play fake. Here's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scrambler. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hiking 18.
Looking to throw. Peyton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Peyton. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, and what has been a rough go for them. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Christian Gonzalez up to make the play. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Motion. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
20. Watch out.
Play fake. Mayfield. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert! 180!
Mayfield with it once more. Open man is Ibuka. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they're saying it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
180!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
60.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 41-yard line.
Now a first. Now the ball comes loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.